Hey guys, Raptors in here. Now with ark2 coming out in like 2030, I decided to make this video talk about creatures that might be in the sequel. Mind you, these are only creatures that I think will return. Mainly because, well, I think they're pretty obvious. And also, by the way, no, I will not be bringing up fictional creatures because the creators have confirmed that there will not be any fictional creatures in ark2. So, yeah. And also, by the way, the reason why some creatures might not be on this list is because I personally think that they will not return. Like, for example, I don't think the Deinonychus or Thylo will return in ark2, mainly because if we realistically think about it, I think the Sabertooth could take the Thyla's place and have abilities similar to it. And as for the Deinonychus, I think that the Utah Raptor, the new Utah Raptor they have for ark2, can just have the abilities it has in the first game. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the first dinosaur I think will return. Spinosaurus. Well, the reason why I choose Spinosaurus as the first one, well, is I think it's pretty obvious. Something that would, rival the T-Rex. I think that the Spinosaurus won't be like how it was in the first game because, well, it was pretty much just an alternative to the T-Rex. That's all it was. I mean, I could argue that it ain't even that good underwater as well, but anyway, I personally think that Spinosaurus would be something that would be weak on land but be powerful underwater. So if you want to fight something that's underwater in ark2, you would use this thing. You would just use it to just pretty much fight a boss or something. Well, I don't think ark2 would have any underwater bosses or anything like that, but well, yeah, but Spinosaurus would just be a creature that you would just tame if you want to fight something that's underwater. Pretty much like a Mosasaurus or something. I don't think that ark2 would have much, ocean-based creatures, mainly because going by the teasers, it seems that the sequel is more land-based. So, yeah. Anyway, the next creature is, Digiga. Well, Digiga was a pretty powerful creature in the first game. I personally think that it's OP. Hell, it was so powerful to where Wildcard would not allow it in boss arenas because, well, it would most likely just kill the boss with relative ease. So practically they had no use, at all. The Giga had no use until extinction to where you could have them in the boss fight. But besides that, you really did not have a use for them. I personally think in ark2 that maybe the Gigas could be a mini boss because I don't picture the Gigas being tameable, or if they are tameable, they might be a temporary tame like the Titanosaurs in the first game. Or maybe they could just be, like I just said earlier, maybe they could just be like a temporary tame or like a mini boss. That's what I can picture from the Giga in ark2. I doubt that it's going to be 300 feet tall, though, like it was in the first game. It was gigantic. Next creature, the Allosaurus. Well, I personally think that the Allosaurus would not be as powerful as a T-Rex, but I think it would just be pretty much good for smaller stuff, smaller dinosaurs, and it could probably deal with a pack of raptors easily. But I personally think that the Allosaurus, like I just said, would just be more of a medium-sized dinosaur, that it would be more useful in packs. And I personally think that since ark2 is going for better combat and better gameplay mechanics, I personally think that the Allosaurus would hunt in packs, and also a group of them could take down a T-Rex. I personally don't see them being a dinosaur that would be as powerful as a T-Rex or a Spinosaurus. It would just be pretty much just a dinosaur that would just be good in packs and be more easy to tame, pretty much. And also, Allosaurus can also, since it's smaller, that means it can move faster, which means I can kill stuff faster. Anyway, let's get on with the next creature. Quetzalcoatlus. This creature in the first game, well, it was a big pterosaur that could pick up some big dinosaurs, and That was it. But I personally think that the Quetzalcoatlus isn't gonna. Well, I do think that it will be very powerful, but I think it's just gonna be T Rex in the sky. That means that it could legit like pick other dinosaurs up and all that stuff. Pick like other dinosaurs up and blah blah blah. But it can also like ram into things. Maybe it would be like maybe it would be able to like ram into buildings and stuff like that, and also be able to like ram into other like Quetzalcoatluses, and also be able to dive underwater and to pick up like a fish or something like that. Anyway, I don't have much to say about this, but for all we know, this dinosaur may not even return. Well, I mean, it's not even a dinosaur, but for all we know, this creature may not even return. For all we know, this creature could just, just be forgotten and may not be in this sequel. Anyway, let's get on with the next creature. Saber-toothed tiger, or Smilodon, which is its real name. I personally think that the Sabertooth will return, but I think it would have the abilities of the Thyla in the first game to where it will be able to climb up on trees. Also, by the way, we did see their skull in the ark2 teaser trailer, so yeah. So I don't remember what those things were called, but yeah, we did see the skull of a Sabertooth on one of them, so chances are the Sabertooth would probably return. I personally think that it would be able to climb up on tall trees and be able to sneak attack its enemies, and also might be able to just like, you know, climb up on stuff. Anyway, let's get on with the next dinosaur. Baryonyx. Well, Baryonyx in the first game was practically pretty good at underwater, and that was it. You practically stun people with it underwater in the first game. I personally think, just like with Allosaurus, it would just be a medium dinosaur, and that, well, it would pretty much just kill, well, not kill, but just be mostly in the water, mostly in like small ponds of water, because I doubt ark2 would have like any oceans, because going by like what I said earlier, I doubt we're gonna have like mosasauruses and whatnot. I think it's just mostly gonna be land based, so we might see baryonyxes in the sequel just be in lakes and whatnot. But anyway, I think they would be mostly like the Spinosaurus, but not as powerful. Like a group of them can take down a Spinosaurus. I personally think that you would be able to stun people just like in the first game, and pretty much be able to even drown people. Maybe they might have a new ability to where you're able to get up and grab a person and take them underwater or something like that. Anyway, let's get on with the next creature. Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus, well, I personally think that it wouldn't be small like it was in the first game compared to T-Rex. I think that it would be like the same size, and I think it would just be nearly as strong as a T-Rex. Either just as strong or able to at least rival a T-Rex. I personally think that the Therizinosaurus would have like less damage, but do more damage, just like the Ferox. It would do less, have less health, but have a lot of damage. So yeah, and also the Therizinosaurus. I personally think that it could have like more damage than the T Rex, but of course, like I said, it has less health. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the next creature. Argentavis. Well, the Argentavis is, well, it's pretty much just a pterodactyl, but better. I mean, the only difference is that it has more stamina and it moves slower. Other than that, it can like regenerate and all that stuff. I personally think that would be just like the first game, to where it would just be a pterodactyl but better. But then again, the Argentavis was over time replaced with the what was it called? The Griffin. Yeah, it was just mostly replaced with the Griffin. So yeah, like I said, I personally think that the Argentavis will be just like how it was in the first game. I do think that it might have like some new abilities to where it's able to detect enemies and maybe be able to like grab fish or something like that. Other than that, I just picture it just being a pterodactyl, but better, just like how it was in the first game. So, yeah. And anyway, let's get on with the next creature. The scorpion. Well, it's a big scorpion. Yeah. In the first game, it was a dinosaur that would... well, it was a creature that you just, encountered on, like, certain parts of the map and other maps. That's practically it. I mean, it does have a knockout effect, so you can use it to knock stuff out, but that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't even know what this thing could do. Maybe it could, like, climb up walls, but I pretty much think it would be just like how it is in the first game. But yeah, I don't even know what I have to say about this creature. Well, anyway, I think I'm just going to end the video here since I ran out of creatures in Ark to talk about. And yes, I did make this video just to talk about dinosaurs in Ark for like 11 minutes. So anyway, have a good day or night depending on wherever you are.